The other next sections that we discuss now is relating to set off. See, the way the chapter is, please understand. You should read also like that. Though in my notes that I have given and uploaded, I have not given the entire thing. I have written set off and carry forward like that. But here you have to know set off, stop, carry forward, and set off. So, which means by reading it itself, you know, set off is in the current year. Set off means if therefore there is a profit in one and there is a loss in another, can we set it off in the current year? Suppose for some reason there is still loss and you're not able to set off, then you carry it forward, and in the next year can you set off, or in the future year can you set off these losses? That is the only thing that we need to look at here, nothing else. So the way you read it, you should read it like this: set off, or set off means in the current year, still there is loss. Then what happens? Can you carry forward? Number one, can you carry it forward? And if you are carrying it forward, can you set it off in the future years? And so with what? So three questions. Number one, set off in the current year. What are the rules? Number two, can you carry it forward? Number two question. Number three, when you carry it forward, what all you can carry forward? If you carry it forward, what are the rules for set off in the future years? These are the three things that we need to understand, very simply put. So let us straight away sections and all. I hope that you can remember these sections that I've told you. If you do it, this is good for you. Later on, it will be okay. First one is, so mind you, one source against another source, which means within the same head of income. For example, we'll look at the example. The SC has got two houses and the net income is 48,000, while the other house is a loss of 30,000. While there is a loss of 30,000. So one house, 48,000 gain, profit, or in rental income. Here there is a loss. Then because it is coming under the same head, this both falling under the same head, income from house property, this can be set off. Between them, they can set off. Therefore, net income from house property will be only 18,000. 48 minus 38. That means within a head of income, we studied 5 heads of income, right? Salary, house property, business profession, capital gains, and other sources. Within a head of property, if there is a loss, of course, salary, there cannot be a loss as such. House property, there can be a loss. Business, there can be a different. So within that different sources, you got two businesses, one business, another business. If there is a profit, if there is a loss, you can adjust. This is a statement that is done. But again, it follows there are certain exceptions to the rule. First rule says yes, you can adjust. In the following cases, one source cannot be adjusted against another source, even though it falls under the same head. So we are going to look at what are those cases. Mind you, same thing is going to get repeated again, therefore try to understand it properly. Loss from speculation business. Loss from speculation business. As per section 73, any loss in respect of speculation business cannot be carried on by the assessee, shall be set off only against income from speculation. So means this is a business only, but if there is a speculation loss, that can be set off only against speculation business. That means you've got business. Under business, you got two types of business. One is speculative, one is non-speculative. So speculative loss can be adjusted only with speculative profit. If there is a profit here, with this loss cannot be adjusted here. Cannot be adjusted. This cannot be adjusted. That's what they're saying. It can be adjusted only with a speculative profit. Whenever you are looking at this chapter, think of the loss first. There is a loss. With what you can adjust? That's the question. What is then speculative loss? So that means here is saying However, business loss can be set off against speculation profit. That means vice versa can happen. If you have got non-speculative loss, this can be adjusted against speculative profit. Only vice versa cannot happen. But what is speculative business? Speculative business means transaction in which contract for purchase of any sale of commodity, including scrips and shares, periodically or ultimately settled otherwise than by actual delivery of commodity and scrips. With effect on 6/7, the profit and loss from derivative trading carried on by recognized stock exchange is also a speculative business. It should be treated as income or loss of a non-speculative business. Shall not be treated as speculative business. Therefore, it will be non-speculative in nature. By doing that, they have the restriction is reduced, because with non-speculative we can adjust with anything. However, derivative trading in commodities continues to be speculative business. So shares, etc., when you do it, and if you are doing in purchase of any commodity, including stock and shares, periodically settled or otherwise than by actual delivery, it is still non-speculative. What are the other extremes? So first we saw loss from speculation business. What are the other extremes? Loss on activity of owning and maintaining resources. So if there is any uh, you know loss on account of activity of owning, maintaining horses, you can set it off only against that same type of business. If you have a profit from that, that can only be done. It cannot be set off any other source. Same with loss on account of lottery. You can, again, no expenditure itself allowed in case of winnings from lotteries or things. Therefore, no loss from that lottery can be adjusted. It cannot be set off if you incur a loss. That means you buy lottery and you don't win. There is a loss. You cannot adjust. Loss from a source which is exempt. Again, same thing. If you are not having any income and there is a loss from that, then that also cannot be set off. Capital gain loss. Again, this is capital gain loss with effect from that. Capital gain short term, long term. If you have a loss out of short term, it can be adjusted against long term capital gain. Of course, it can be against short term capital gain also. But when it comes to long term capital gain loss, when there is a long term capital loss, this cannot be adjusted with short term gain. It can be only adjusted with long term gain. So again, I'm reading. Short term capital loss can be set off against any capital gain, long term or short term. But long term capital loss can be set off only against long term capital gain. Only against long term capital gain. Other than that, there are loss arising on purchase of securities, etc. Bonus to pay. Now, we have seen intra head adjustment. Intra means within a head. Now we are going to look at inter head adjustment, between heads, where in respect of any assessment year, the net result of computation of income under the head other than capital gain is separate. You cannot adjust intra head. The SC shall be entitled to have the amount of such loss set off against income, against his income, if accessible for that assessment year under any other head. However, loss under the head capital gain will not be allowed to be set off against another head of income for the same assessment year. This is discussed already. We have discussed, again is being discussed. And there are some more exceptions are there. Loss on capital gain we have already discussed earlier. Same thing is being repeated here. Loss from business cannot be set off against salary. This is already at the earlier we have discussed. Further, where the net result of combination of capital gain is a loss, whether short term or long term, such loss is not allowed to be set off against income from any other head. This is what same thing is being repeated here. As already discussed, the following cases of intra-head adjustment will not be permitted. We have already seen loss from business head. Intra-head itself is not, well, therefore inter-head will not work. What we are looking at is inter-head. Loss from activity of owning and maintaining resources, loss of lottery, this all we have already seen. Same thing, when it is inter-head itself, it is not allowed. Intra-head obviously will not be allowed. Okay. Yeah. So we'll stop here for the time being because it get disconnected. I'll just read this. Income, it has been observed that under section 71, loss from a head of income other than capital gain can be adjusted against the income from another head of income, including capital gain in the same assessment year under the Income Tax Act, and no particular mode has been described for set off. In the absence of any specific provision, SC may choose to set off the loss in the manner which is most beneficial to the SC. If there is income and loss from another, the SC has no option but to set off such income which is permissible under 71. Okay, I'll just stop here. We'll continue.